As winter settled over the quiet town, a tiny snowflake named Leary drifted down from the gray sky, trembling with excitement. She had waited all year for this moment, imagining herself sparkling on someone's glove, glowing under the streetlights, or resting gently on a child's smile. But as she floated downward, she looked around and felt her heart sink. There were millions of snowflakes just like her, bigger, brighter, more perfect. "No one will ever notice me," she whispered, her edges curling in disappointment. The wind, gentle and wise, heard her sadness and carried her close. "Leary," the wind murmured, "do you know why snowflakes look different?" Leary shook slightly. "Because each one grows through a different journey. Temperature, humidity, the air you pass through, the storms you survive. All these shape you into a pattern that will never exist again." Leary blinked, surprised. She had never thought of herself as rare. "But I'm so small," she argued. "How can something so tiny matter?" The wind chuckled kindly. "Even the smallest snowflake can begin an avalanche. Even the quietest sparkle can make someone stop and smile. You don't need to be the biggest to be meaningful. You just have to be yourself." The words wrapped around her like warmth in the cold. But as she drifted lower, doubt returned. She saw children building snowmen, catching flakes on their tongues, letting the white flakes melt on their cheeks. Still, no one saw her. Leary sighed. Maybe the wind was wrong. But suddenly, a little girl stopped walking, staring at something glowing on her mitten. Her eyes widened. "Wow, this one looks special," she whispered. Leary froze. The girl leaned closer, and for a heartbeat, Leary shimmered like a tiny crystal star. She wasn't the biggest snowflake, but to someone, she had become the most beautiful one. In that moment, Leary finally understood. Uniqueness isn't about standing out to everyone. It's about being meaningful to someone, even if that someone is just you. And just before she melted, she smiled, realizing she didn't need the whole world to notice her. She just needed to stop comparing and start appreciating the journey that shaped her. Science says every snowflake is a different pattern formed by changes in temperature and humidity. Life says every human is shaped by their struggles, victories, and silent stories. And just like Leary, you're already one of one, impossibly rare, completely unrepeatable. Sometimes all you need is a closer look to finally see your own sparkle. And as Leary's tiny sparkle faded into the warmth, one truth remained. In a world full of millions, your story, your journey, and your shape are still one of a kind. So the next time you doubt your worth, remember the snowflake. You don't need to be seen by everyone to shine.